G'day everyone, welcome back to Steve's Place Down Under. Today we're going to do another Friday Parts episode. So previously they reached out to me and offered if I needed any parts or anything, like a collaboration that I could fit and do an episode for them advertising their parts. I did agree, so we got some back wheels for this, tubes and rims, which were rotted. They agreed on that. So there is an episode of me fitting those, and they reached out again recently and said, would you like us to fund, support you in getting that tractor up and running with the rest of the parts needed. So I've done a list for everything I need, and they're more than happy to do that, and I have got most of the parts already. I'm missing one front wheel and the radiator. The rest is already here, which is great. So they wanted to see if I could start with the oil filter, do an engine service. I would rather put the wheels on, but I haven't got those yet. I've done the back, so go back and watch that, then we'll start the series from there. So I'm going to try and do this as a midweek sort of thing so I can still do my usual content. They sent me the oil filter. I'm supplying the oil because I've got some here from someone else. So we'll drop it out, change the oil and put the new filter in. So I'll unbox it now. I have already opened it to make sure it was right. For this, all I done was cut it, so they're very good to deal with. Friday Parts, they're always responsive. It's all through text on Instagram at the moment, but there are numbers, there are email that you can use. So anything I've wanted, they've had previously and through this series of what I'm doing here. So just a basic oil filter, package nice, good responsive postage, dropped off to the door, and good quality parts. So we're going to start by changing this. We'll clean the canister out and then we'll drop the oil and refill it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we have had this running. I did a Willet start. It actually sat around since 1971 in the shed, and you can see as the tyres went flat, it had a dirt floor. As the tyres went flat, dust started to build up over and she just kept rusting and sinking. This happened to all four wheels. As you can see, the back's already done, so that was an episode as I mentioned before. The Willet start happened, it started great, and the starter, before I done this with Friday Parts, a keen subscriber sent me the starter, so thank you to him. He knows who he is. It didn't have a starter on it, so it runs great, and that's why I decided to pick this one out of all my 50 odd tractors I got here. This one doesn't roll. It's obviously got no wheels. It has now, but it didn't. So I decided to make this one, and they had everything in stock for this one. So we'll start with the oil filter. They want me to show you changing that, which is fine. It needs doing anyway. Take this canister off here. This wouldn't have been taken off in many, many years. So I did take the sump plug out before I started to make sure there was no water on the bottom. It didn't have any, which is great. She's certainly stuck on there. Oh, yuck. Yeah, look at the shape of that old filter. That's worth hanging on the wall. That's you don't see that anymore. See how long since it's had a service. Look at that for an oil filter. Yuck. And she did have pressure. I'm sort of wondering if that's an actual washable type. Well, that's how they came. I've pulled a lot of old tractors apart, but never seen that before. There's a lot of sludge in the bottom of that. Okay, I got some petrol in here. It's that sludgy. It's got a spring-loaded plate there inside with a, I'll show you when I tip it out, with a circlip on it that I cannot reach, but I can see around it and see that all the sludge has loosened. I imagine it'd be a nightmare to get that back on with, but I can see around it. The petrol's loosened all the stuff up. I'd imagine being spring loaded would be a nightmare to to put back on down in there with just a tool to reach it. So that's a spring-loaded plate that holds weight on the filter, so it seals. That's a gasket there that I haven't yet pulled off, which comes in the kit. So she's certainly going to love this. I might just give this side of that a wire brush and put it all back on. Of course, I'm down in the bush. I'm limited with tools here, but I think once I get the wheels, I might be able to run her up to the shed and we can do a bit more of it up there. But so one of the conditions was that to do this, that I can do it in my own format, so I'm not just trying to sell something. It's still a normal episode. I'm not pushing it all on people. I still want to do it my own way, and it's a good way of getting all these tractors up and going with the little income that I have left to play with after all the house bills and everything else. So I'm more than happy to do so. Pretty clean in there apart from around the outside, so just clean up where that O-ring's going to sit, because the O-ring obviously came out with it and you just seen me peel it off before. Put the oil filter in. Both ends are the same. Came with two O-rings, I'm not sure why, but I only need one. They come with two O-rings, but I'm just going to use one. Sit it in the recess in the housing and then put the filter on. It's got a copper washer there, which the filter didn't come with, but there's nothing wrong with it. So clean that bolt up, as I just said. It's got that there. It didn't come with it, but it looks like a copper washer with a rubber insert or something like that. But it's still pretty clean. So it wasn't leaking when I did have it going. I'm happy to use it again. I suppose being a filter, universal filter, it couldn't come with every application unless it's just made for this, which I don't think it is. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we'll drop the oil out of it, change that. It'll be interesting to see what does come out. It's running out pretty slow, like it might be a bit sludgy in that sump. There is an access panel on the other side of the sump I might pull off. I think it may be a suction filter, I'm not sure. Before we fill it up, we might pop it out and have a quick look. Okay, while that's running out, I'll knock this plate off here. I think it's like a suction filter or something. I certainly won't have a gasket for this, but well, I'll get round that. gasket's okay anyway. There you go. I'd say the oil pump must connect into that, and it sucks through that strainer. I'll clean that up. Might just wipe a bit of that sludge out of the sump, and I'll give that a rinse in some petrol. Got a makeshift parts washer here with a bit of petrol in this bucket. Okay, I have got an air compressor, but that's that clean. I don't even think I need to blow that out. It was pretty good, really. I mean, when it was running, the oil wouldn't have been as bad as it has been now, sitting for that long. Although the petrol is pretty dirty. A couple of washes there. Okay, we'll fit that back into it and fill the oil up, and it should be air. No, I just asked if you were.
I am now.
Okay, the gasket's still in shape. I'm just going to put a bit of grease on it rather than any glue, so it moulds back into shape on the pan. If we put glue, it's going to tear next time. So if it come off in one piece, it'll certainly work again. Remember which way that actually went now. I've got to locate that little suction pipe inside there, which it is already. We just screw it back together. Some of the studs came out with the nut and some stayed in there, which is fine. Okay, now fill the engine oil up. Put the plug in, of course. Give this plug a quick clean here. Copper washer's still in good order. I did wipe the sump out off camera from where I could access through that when I had that gauze out of there. Just give that a slight nip, and that's it. Drain this oil. I just lifted that up so the funnel goes in a bit easier. Should give that a wipe out. It's a bit dusty. You can see how rusty the fuel tank and everything is, so all that's getting replaced. All these hoses, the radiator, ignition. that go down a bit. Okay, everyone, that's going to do it. We won't start it. We'll wait till everything's done because the fuel tank leaks, the radiator leaks. So all that's, I've got all that. That's ready to go. But we're going to start with the oil filter as they requested. I would have liked to start with the wheels, as I said, but I've only got one, so that'll be fitting two wheels in that episode. If you are considering aftermarket parts for your equipment, I have used FridayParts before and those parts are still going. Admittedly, I don't work this equipment every day. I'm just a collector. I use some of it around my property here, but you know, it's just a good alternative for someone on wages to keep their equipment going. But if you are considering that aftermarket alternative, please check out the link in the website, for their website in my description for this episode. There's obviously a lot more to a service than this was titled. We only changed the oil because that's what they wanted to show with that filter, but there's obviously fan belts, there's obviously ignition, air cleaner, transmission oil, all that sort of thing that'd go with the service. But all that is going to require new parts, which is coming, so that'll all be separate episodes. For instance, the air cleaner's got about 3 or 4 rubber tubes on it. One connects to the dash, 2 to the carburetor and all that sort of thing, and one for the, no, that's I think 3, yeah. So that's coming in that episode. So it's not a full service, it's just the oil and as they requested. So thank you all for watching and please be sure to check them out, and thanks to everyone for watching and subscribing.